Okay, it's game time. Hasta luego.
What up, it's Shankster94, and welcome to my DLC exclusive weapon review of Resident Evil 7. So naturally, this weapon review will cover all of the weapons not featured in the main scenario of this game. Of course, I already have a weapon review for that, and if you so desire to check that out before seeing the DLC weapons, you can follow this link here. So as usual, I have some information about the review before I get on with it, so if you want to skip all that, please follow the time code indicated here on the screen. Alright, so the DLC modes in this game that have exclusive weaponry are as follows. Bedroom, Daughters, Jack's 55th, Not a Hero, and End of Zoe. Now, you may have noticed there are 3 other DLC modes that I didn't name, and those are Nightmare, 21, and Ethan Must Die. And this is because these modes do not have exclusive weaponry, rather they have several weapons already seen in the main game, so there's no point in me reviewing them. So almost all of the weapons I'll be showcasing here won't be able to be compared to others when it comes to damage rates, simply because most of the weapons are in their own category. That being said, this video is pretty much simply a showcase of the weapons with some added enemy testing and instructions to find or unlock the featured weapon. So I think that's all I need to say preceding the review, so let's go ahead and start showcasing. I'm going to start with some banned footage here. Alright, so to kick this off, I'm going to start with the only exclusive weapon in the bedroom footage, and that is the knife. Alrighty. A large folding knife. So this differs slightly from the regular knife and the survival knife from the main game. It is its own knife. However, it is used exactly the same, as you will see here. Alright, so the location of the knife is behind this desk, so you can actually get it right as you start. You see it's taped to the wall here behind the desk. So there's no real way really to test this out on an enemy. It's your only defense against Marguerite. You need it actually to survive. So I will show that sequence next.
Are you in there?
Then you can escape. Alright, I forgot to mention it's actually a key item in order for you to cut this tape open. So, that is the knife in bedroom for you guys. So one thing I want to mention real quick before I move on, some people may think that there's yet another weapon in bedroom, and that is the stove combined with the solid fuel and the lighter. I regard it more as a key item than a weapon, so I am not bothering with that in this weapon review. Alright, now for the next weapon. Exclusive weapon to Daughters, the broken glass bottle. The break is jagged and wicked sharp. You probably shouldn't touch the edges. No shit. Alright, to show you the location of the broken glass bottle, after picking up a lockpick, which is usually right here, right at the end of this ramp, hop up here, and the broken glass bottle is in this drawer that requires the lockpick to unlock. So, until Jack becomes hostile, it won't let you pick it up. Alright, now I'm at the point where Jack is hostile, so I could actually pick this up. So this is basically a defensive item against Jack if he ever catches you. Like if he corners you or you get too close to him, he'll grab you. And this is one line of defense, and it's only a one-time use. So once you use it, you better get going and complete the objective. Otherwise, if it catches you again, you're gonna have to restart. Alright, so I can't really test it out without Jack, so I'm gonna go straight to that.
I found you. No more running around.
Daddy! Stop it!
Oh, now this is how you hurt somebody.
So as you see, it only gives you a small window of opportunity to get away from him. Once that, he'll quickly start pursuing you again. Alrighty, well that's gonna conclude the glass bottle, as I die right here.
You are.
Alright, now I'm gonna do weapons exclusively featured in Jack's 55th. This is totally a minigame, not canonical whatsoever.
What is taking so long?
Obviously. So a lot of the weapons can be quite humorous and unrealistic. So the first one I'm going to show is what you're seeing in front of me here. It's called the Blue Blaster. There are a total of 3 blasters in Jack's 55th. It's essentially the M19 handgun with color coding and certain attributes. So I'm going to start with the Blue Blaster. I can only hold it for a certain amount of time, but what this blaster does is it has insane firepower. It takes 1 to maybe 2 shots maximum for standard enemies. So let's go ahead and pick it up. Wait, can I actually examine it? Yes, I can. So yeah, it's just the M19 with a blue finish. A futuristic weapon that fires deadly lasers but can only be used for a limited amount of time. Alright, anyway. Oh. See, I just lost my chance to use it upon inspecting it. So I'll have to restart. Alright, let's see it in action now. See, literally 1 shot for everything. And there's no reloading it. So yep, just M19 with blue finish. That's all. Alright, that is it for the Blue Blaster. Alright, now for the next one, the Red Blaster. So while the main feature of the Blue Blaster was the vast increase in firepower, this one is all about speed. Not only do you have virtually infinite firing speed with this pistol, depending on how fast you could actually hit the trigger button, it also vastly increases your movement speed and mobility. So, like I said, this one's all about speed. It has low firepower, but because you could basically spam it, it equals out. So, let me read the description of this real fast to see if it's any different, and then use it real quick if I can.
Woohoo!
Okay, there's the red finish. Alright, so watch this. Yeah, so virtually infinite.
Boy, I'm hungry. What is taking so long?
Alright, so you saw how much faster I was moving around and how crazy insane the firing speed was. So yeah, managed to do it all in 1 clip. Hardly ever get to do that. Alright, that is it for the Red Blaster. Now for the next weapon, the Golden Crowbar. It's coated with special paint that causes anyone who is hit with it to burst into flames. Alright, now this is an unlockable in Jack's 55th. To get this, you have to get an A rank in Main House 1. Now let's check it out real quick.
Boy, I'm hungry. What is taking so long?
So it's just the crowbar with a gold finish, basically. All the weapons in this game are established weapons with finishes. So I will admit, before I decided to review these weapons, at first I was thinking I wasn't, simply because it's just the weapons with color finishes.
I'm wasting away here.
But their function is vastly different from their original counterparts, so that's what made me decide it was necessary. Alright, so let's check it out. So yeah, like I said, it's used exactly like the regular crowbar. Yep, exactly. Alrighty.
Get that food in my belly.
So, let's go ahead and test the golden crowbar on an enemy. So as you see, they do burst into flames. Alright, that gave me a headshot. It's alright though. All of the enemy testings in this game aren't going to be very detailed and straightforward. So on average, it looks like it takes about 3 hits with the crowbar. Of course, if you aim for the head, it will probably take only 2 or so. Alright, that's what I'm going to do for the golden crowbar. Alright, now for the last weapon in Jack's 55th. The Gold Blaster, a futuristic weapon that fires deadly lasers and never runs out of juice. It's the only difference in description between the other blasters is at the end right there. Alright, let's examine it. So yep, M19 with a gold finish. Pretty nice looking if you ask me. Alright, so the Gold Blaster is unlockable like the Gold Crowbar. It is unlocked by achieving an S rank in Main House 2, the final stage in Jack's 55th. Alright. Oh, so an enemy just popped up, but I want to test it out first since this one you can have at all times. Let me pause so the molded doesn't get me. So this one is just like the Red Blaster when it comes to firing speed. It has virtually infinite firing speed depending on how fast you are with the trigger, but it does not increase your movement speed like the Red Blaster does. And it also doesn't have a vast increase in firepower like the Blue Blaster does. So basically, it's an infinite weapon that you can always have and that you can spam fire with. That is the best way to describe it, I guess. So let's test it out real quick. Yep, so like I said. Alright, now let's test it on a molded if it shows up again. And remember, I have no upgrades on me right now, so this is raw firepower. Okay, that gave me a headshot. I kind of wish it wouldn't do that. Not that it matters. Alright, this took about 5 blasts from it to defeat it without a headshot. Of course, a headshot might be as little as 1, maybe 2 hits. So, always go for the head if you can, especially in this mode, if you plan on getting an S rank. Yeah, get good time bonuses faster. Alrighty people, that is it for the Gold Blaster, and that is it for all the weapons in Jack's 55th.